Hello everybody! Today, we have the second part of the free tutorial on creating images using Leonardo AI. Let's explore text-to-image generation with artificial intelligence and start creating our own images. As always, I'll leave the link to Leonardo AI in the description below this video. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use the image creation tool with Leonardo's artificial intelligence. First, we'll go through the free version, and in the upcoming videos, I'll showcase the features of the paid version, so you can see the differences. If you're on your account's homepage, on the left sidebar, you'll find a link to image generation. Click on it. You'll find yourself in the AI image creation interface to transform text into an image. Regardless of the Leonardo version you use, the interface will remain mostly the same as mine. Of course, the paid version offers access to more features. However, the free version will be enough to get started and acquire the basic knowledge for image creation. Before we start creating images, let me give you a brief overview of this interface. Let's begin the overview from the top. Here we have a field to enter your text prompt. This is where you input your prompt. A prompt is your instruction to artificial intelligence about what you want to create and how you want the image to look. I have a separate video on creating prompts professionally. The link is in the description below. In this field, you can enter a prompt, telling the AI what you want to create. Note: instead of writing a whole story describing what you want, try to create a prompt to be concise, less than 200 characters. I use descriptive words like peaceful, bright, exciting, and so on. As you practice creating prompts more, you'll understand what works best for you. Next to the Generate button, you can see how many tokens will be used for image creation. You can also control your remaining total tokens in the top left corner of the screen. To the left of the text field, there's a dice icon. It's a hint. Clicking on it will allow you to ask Leonardo to generate completely random prompts for you or help improve your prompt. It's quite a useful feature. Below, we have some parameters and settings you can adjust to change the overall style of your prompt. Starting from the left, there's a model selector allowing you to change the model used for image creation. Next to it, you can choose additional styles, and clicking on this drop-down will let you change your image style. In the free version, we only have access to the Leonardo style. Add elements. Elements give users the ability to finely tune the style details of images using a mix-and-match implementation of dynamic style modifiers. Located just below the image prompt bar, users can activate elements and choose up to 4 that are compatible with the selected model, producing unique customized artwork with an almost infinite amount of range and versatility. We'll add some elements a bit later. Next is the Add Negative prompt. Once we enable it, we can instruct artificial intelligence on what we don't want to see in the generated image. I'll demonstrate how to use this a bit later in this video. Generation History. The tab displays images created by you during the session. You'll see this shortly. Next is the Image Guidance feature, allowing you to upload images to instruct artificial intelligence on how you want the image to look. It's a fantastic feature that we'll use a bit later. After that, we have the prompt generation section. This feature acts as your personal assistant for prompting artificial intelligence. It helps you come up with prompts if you're facing a creative block. We'll also use this in a few minutes. Now, let's move to the left sidebar with settings and parameters. In these tabs, you can expand the settings for your images and add details to the generated images. Here, you can change the number of images. Note: when you change the number of images, it affects the token count on your account. I won't go into detailed explanations at the bottom, because it would take too much time, and I don't want to overload you with information. But if you want more details, next to each section in the sidebar, there are small icons with question marks that you can hover over. Hover your mouse cursor to quickly get a better explanation of what each setting does. Image dimensions. This is where users can choose various sizing options for the images created, using pre-selected dimensions, an aspect ratio selector, or a slider tool for width and height if they want a more unique scale. Guidance scale. This is a slider scale from 1 to 20. It determines how heavily the words used in prompts are weighted in creating the final result. It's important to note that guidance that is too high or too low can result in unwanted aspects of a generated image. We recommend between 7 to 9 for the best results, but users should experiment to find what works best for them. Tiling. This option is great for those wanting to create textures, such as walls or floor tiles, as it is ideal for environmental aspects in video game assets. Other possible applications include patterns for prints as a pattern for wallpapers on your devices. So, you've familiarized yourself with the modules of the text-to-image conversion interface. I'm sure you now have a better understanding of where everything is and what they do. Now, let's move specifically to creating images. To start, let's input a prompt to begin the text-to-image transformation. So, in the prompt field at the top of the screen, I'm going to enter my first prompt. For this example, I'm going to create an image of a woman's portrait in the style of old Hollywood films. I'm typing, portrait of a woman in old Hollywood style, color, mid-30s, cheerful facial expression, detailed film noir picture. As you can see, it will cost only 4 tokens to create an image. I press the Generate button. Great! The system has generated the image as we wanted. Now, once the generated images appear, you can click on any of them to get a closer look at the results. At the bottom of the image, you'll see a toolbar with several icons. Let's examine them more closely, starting from the left. The first one is an icon that, when clicked, allows you to save the image to your computer, copy it to the clipboard. Leonardo has introduced a scaling down feature that creates another image with reduced scale. Note: scaling down will increase token consumption. Then, you can remove the background, which also costs tokens. Creative Upscale is a paid feature due to its higher GPU load requirements. Please select a different upscale option. Upscale Image Alternate. Use this if you find the creative upscale is resulting in lost detail. HD Smooth Upscaler. An upscaler that works well with a focused subject, but can end up smoothing out fine detail. HD Crisp Upscaler. A great balanced upscaler, which retains a good amount of detail and crispness to the image. This will cost 5 tokens. Alchemy Upscaler. Use this to refine and upscale your images. This can improve faces and hands as part of the process. And finally, here you can delete the image if you wish. Now, let's experiment with several different models, since one of the key features of Leonardo is their models that offer a multitude of creative possibilities and flexibility in how your images look. I'm switching from Dream Shaper version 7 to 3D animation style. Feel free to experiment with different models to see how they can change your images. Next, I'll click the Add Elements button. Here, we get the opportunity to add up to 4 additional elements to our images, similar to the models that can enhance the style of your images. I'm going to use only one element, ebony and gold. Then, I'll click the confirmation to add it. Let's create a new set of images using the new model and element. I'll click the Generate button, and the AI will start working. Now, let's look at the results. We have a 3D animated image with black and gold elements. More importantly, it has improved the prompt, adhering to the new settings. Let's take a closer look at one of the images. I like the detailing and quality, especially for the free version of Leonardo. Now, let's assume you don't like the girl with black hair in the picture. In this case, the Add Negative Prompt feature can help us. Simply toggle the switch and enter a keyword or phrase you don't want to see in your images. For example, black hair. Then, I'll click the Generate button again. The AI will start working, but keep in mind that this will require additional tokens. Now, let's check the results and make sure our girl is now a blonde or a brunette, but definitely not black-haired. So, instead of editing the image in Photoshop, I can simply tell Leonardo to remove black hair using the Add Negative Prompt tool. Now the character images align with our initial preferences. There are 2 additional features for image creation and prompt generation, located to the right of generation history. The image guidance function is turned off by default, but if you click Upload an image to get started, you can upload any desired image from your computer. Later, you can use this image to create your own models. Let's say I really like a stock photo of a sea turtle, and I want to generate its version using artificial intelligence. We upload our image. Before pressing the Generate button, we change the style from 3D animation style to Absolute Reality version 1.6. In the prompt field, we delete the previous entry and type sea turtle swimming in the ocean. Press the Generate button. Press Generation History. The results are impressive. The AI reproduced the original photo of the sea turtle taken with a camera. Leonardo's image guidance did a fantastic job adhering to the original image to create artificial intelligence comparable to a real photo. Alright. The last feature I want to show you is prompt generation. This tool will allow you to come up with more complex prompt ideas based on a sample of words or phrases. Essentially, it's your prompt generating feature for creating images. Choose how many prompts you want to create. Remember, the more prompts, the more tokens will be deducted from your account. I choose 4 prompts. I enter the red sports car model and click Ideate. The system starts working. In a few seconds, I get 4 different prompts. I click on the first line. Experience the thrill of the open road in a sleek, powerful red sports car, with its aerodynamic curves and roaring engine. Good, but let's try another one. Trying the second one. From the glossy finish to the chrome accents, this red sports car model exudes luxury and speed, ready to take on any race or adventure. Not bad either. Perhaps I can use it later. Next, we click on Imagine cruising down the coast in a red sports car, the wind in your hair and the sun reflecting off its polished exterior, turning heads wherever you go. Quite good. And finally, with its bold design and cutting-edge technology, this red sports car model is the perfect blend of style and performance, making every drive an unforgettable experience. In the end, I can choose what I liked. Well then, I'm confident that you've acquired the basic skills for creating images in Leonardo AI. Watch my upcoming videos, and you'll learn all about working with Leonardo AI. See you in the next video.